We're going to show our non-surgical facelift today. Cindy, we're excited to show the facelift to Renee for the first time. We're going to, at this point, begin to show the application techniques and the daily routine for proper skin maintenance. Our first step in our skin maintenance is our cleanse routine. We will open our Indio cleanser and use this time because this is the first time that Renee has experienced the products. We do have a cleanse for oily and dry skin, but because this is the first application with Renee, we're going to use our Indio cleanser, which is good for normal, dry, or oily. So as Cindy begins to help Renee apply this to her skin, we will talk a little bit about it. Cindy is going to put the cleanser on Renee's hand, and Renee will do the application. So what Renee will do is she will dot the cleanser on the chosen side of her face. We always do one side of the face for demonstration purposes. The reason being, we'd like the individual to be able to see the difference that the products make. And so by doing one side of the face, after we finish, the person can see exactly what the products has done. We do not take off the makeup or whatever they have on the other side of the face. We leave it as it is. So as Renee is dotting the cleanser on her face, now with her ring and middle finger, she will massage in circular motions up and away. The reason we do it up and away is because gravity pulls down and we're working against gravity. And so Renee is applying this to her face, and it will take off the makeup that she already has there and any oils or anything that she has that needs to come out. The cleansers also are deep cleansers, and they cleanse the pores. And you'll hear more about the pores as we do the rest of our lift. So we'd like to do the back of her hand, the same thing that we do on her face. Now if Renee were at home in a relaxed atmosphere, she might like to do the throat area also, because the clothes that we wear a lot of times will show our throat area, which actually becomes almost part of our face. But for demo purposes today, Renee will just do her face. So now we're going to remove the cleansers. We use a warm, wet washcloth. She is going to remove the cleanser in the same motions that she applied the cleanser, up and away. And if you notice, Renee is following the bone line of her around her eye. We do not get into the eye area with this facial because it works with the muscles of the face. And so as she takes that off with her up and out motions, then we will finish our procedure after she has finished her cleansers. Our cleansers are different because of the ingredients that we have put into it, so that actually the lifting process begins with our cleansers and our toners even before we use the lift. Our next step will be the toner. When we wash our clothes, what do we do with them? We rinse our clothes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rinse Renee's face. We're going to do that to make sure that all traces of makeup and whatever might be there in her pores will be removed. Because as we do the facial, we're going to put on our moisturizers that will work with her skin. So we want to make sure that her skin is very clean before we do that. So we'll let her use that, and then we'll notice and see if all of it is out. This product also helps to minimize enlarged pores. So we see, even though she had cleansed her face, we still need to go back and rinse the face again with our toner. We need to go back and rinse that side of her face again with the toner, because we see that there's also some stuff that was in her pores. So what we need to do, Cindy, is go ahead and do another cotton ball with the toner. We don't realize that a lot of times our makeup, unless we have prepared our face before we put on our daily makeup routine, that the makeup can actually get down into the pores. And so what we're doing here is we're going to rinse until we don't have that. Because what we'd like to do is moisturize her face before we do the lift. And we need to make sure that all of that is out of her pores. And along with that, as I said, the toner helps to minimize the pores. So what we're going to do is now apply a little of the mink oil. The reason that we're applying the mink oil here today is because Renee has not experienced these products before. The mink oil, a small amount of it applied to the skin, will help to bring the pH of the skin to a normal balance. And that is what we would like to do. And so she's going to spread that evenly over her face and over her hand before we apply our Firm and Lift conditioner. Our Firm and Lift conditioner will go after the mink oil. And as you can see, the side of her face that she's working on, I'd like for you to watch, because even as she's working with it now, these products are going to begin their lifting process. I'm always excited, Cindy, to see what the products will do for an individual. I have never seen the products demoed that they did not show a vivid difference. Sometimes 5 years, sometimes 10 years, sometimes as much as 15 years difference on that side. Now we're going to apply our lift conditioner. The reason that we use this lift conditioner before we do our lift is because this product has in it the ingredients that work so well with every type of skin. And we'd like for her to put a heavy coverage of that, Cindy. You'll have to bleep this out. We were going to do this earlier. Go ahead and put it on. I'd like for her to put a heavy coverage to the point that her face is white. We like for it to have a lot of the moisture in there to moisturize that skin as the lift works. And as we progress along, you'll see exactly what I mean by saying as the lift works. This lift has products in it, ingredients in it that will replace the collagen and the elastin and the placenta, a plant placenta, that maybe the skin has lost through aging, through enjoying the sun, and all those things that we ladies do. So now we have put this on her face. We'd like to finish up on her hand. And also do the same thing on her hand that we have done on her face. And Cindy, being a distributor of the products, is helping Renee to finish up the touching of her Firm and Lift conditioner. Sometimes we always like for the individual to apply the products while we're demoing them so that they will have the knowledge of how to use their products when they're at home. And thank you, Cindy, for helping her there. Now we're ready for the lift. We mix a teaspoon of our powder that Cindy is using there into a small container. Then we mix a liquid that we call our Firm and Lift liquid, equal amounts, a teaspoon of one and a teaspoon of the other. And as we mix that, it will turn into like an application that will look a little bit like pancake mixture. And when we have done that, then we are ready to apply the lift. Now while Cindy is mixing that, we will notice Renee's face. Do you already begin to see a difference in Renee's face? Now remember, we have done nothing to the other side of her face. So look at the face at this point in time. And now when Cindy is ready to apply, she will instruct Renee on how to do the application. We start in the chin area and we work a strap up to the lip line, but not in the lip line. If you were doing a whole face, you would put a strap there. Cindy, you might want to help her to this. And sometimes when you're applying the first time, it's a little different for you. But once you have done this, it's just second nature. You can just take it and, like an artist does with the brush, you can just move every stroke exactly where you'd like to. Cindy is applying the lift. She's coming through the eyebrow. If you notice, we are working to the outside of the bone structure of the eye, and we will not get into the soft tissue around the eye because this lift works with the musculature of the face. Now, if you notice, we always apply up and out except right in the eye area. The reason that we apply inward on what we call the hinge bone around the eye is because it has circular motion, circular muscles. And so Cindy is going to start at the edge of the eye, Cindy, work in to the nose. There we go, right there. See how Cindy is bringing this around to the nose. The reason we do that, if we did it the other way, it would pull those muscles the opposite way. So we're working with the muscles of the face. So Cindy is going to finish applying. She's going up the bridge of the nose, all the way up. We don't really worry too much about a thick application the first time that we go over it. The second time is when we get the heavy coverage. And so what we'd like to do is make sure that we have a heavy coverage. And in the areas where Cindy has not already got the lift, you can see how that her skin has absorbed the Firm and Lift conditioner. Our skin, for various reasons, can become very thirsty and dehydrated. As it becomes thirsty and dehydrated, then is when it forms those lines and the wrinkles and loses the elasticity and the collagen. So now we'd like to do the same on her hand. Yeah, sideways. Brush goes sideways. Cindy is applying on the upper lip, and also in that area the muscles go circular too. So if you notice, she's going a little sideways there with the brush in order to get that there. Now we do not go in the lip area, we go to the lip area. Now Cindy is applying upward from the nails all the way up to the wrist on her hands. She will get the same lift on her hands that she has on her face. And as we all know, our hands are always doing everything. They're in detergents, they're in water, they're in everything. So we would like for our hands to also look youthful. And so as Cindy is beginning at the nail area and going all the way up, she's going to do the same thing there that she has done on Renee's face. Now what we will do is allow this a few minutes to do its action. And after it has finished its action, then we will take it off and continue with the rest of our program. But right now our lift has to do its work. Now Renee will feel it as it tightens, as it tones, as it lifts. She will feel it as though it probably is exercise in the face muscle, the facial muscle. It's sort of like the body has aerobic exercise. This is what happens here. And we all know that when we exercise, we get a better blood supply. So when that blood supply is more efficient to that area, of course there's going to be more healthy, radiant skin. And so as we see this work with Renee, this will give us an opportunity to share some of the other products. Now, we also would like to, for Renee not to speak, we'd like for her to just relax her face and enjoy the lift and think about what it is doing for her. And because we do not talk or laugh, our lift has the opportunity to really do its work with the muscles. And so we're going to ask her, as we show her the other products and talk about them, that she just relax and enjoy it. Now we do have a complete line of moisturizers that we will not be able to use here today, and we'll describe those as we are speaking here. We do have another facial, which is our dermabrasion system. This also is a facial system which we will not use here today, which consists of always the cleansing routine, just like we did in the beginning with Renee. After we cleanse, and we do have brochures and literature on that, and Cindy is right behind those bottles, that one, and it tells us, it gives us instructions on how to do that. We cleanse, we do not tone at that point. We put on our dermabrasion, which is in the blue bottle. Cindy is showing Renee. Is in the blue bottle. It has the tiny microcrystals that actually remove the dead cells that maybe the bonds have not loosened yet. It removes those with those tiny crystals, and what they do, you put that on in the same circular motion that we did with our other products, always working up, up, and away, if we can keep that in mind. So Cindy is putting that on Renee's other hand so that she might see what this facial will do. Now, we also have a skin accelerator, which is a moisturizer that goes along with this. But before we put that one on, we now use our toner. And we tone with the cotton ball to make sure that we have the crystals off and to make sure that we have cleansed the face again. The face always needs to be cleansed before we put any moisturizer on the face. So Cindy is taking that off. After she has done that, we have a special moisturizer that we use called Skin Accelerator. That is a cream that is very rich and has all those things that help to moisturize and rebuild the skin. If we look at the ingredients in this, which we're not going to speak too much about today because we're interested in the action of what the action does. When these products were formulated, the owners spoke with the formulation company with their formulations, and what they told them was this: don't spare ingredients, we need action. And that's what we have each time and every time that we use the products. As you can already see, even though the product has not yet completed its cycle, you can see with Renee's face how it's working. So now we put our Skin Accelerator, we have put it on there, and it also has in it a factor that when we go out into the sun, we don't have to worry about. People that have really, really light skin, has not been in the sun very much, when they put this on, they do not blister. They tan, but they do not blister. So after using the Skin Accelerator, the Dermabrasion and the Skin Accelerator, we don't have to worry, because our skin using these products will be very soft, and we need the protection always when we go out in the sun. So these products work together. We said we were going to talk about some of the other products that we have in our line while we're waiting for Renee to finish her lift. We have just introduced into the line a product that everyone is excited about. And I see Cindy smiling over there. Cindy has been using it, and her skin is wonderful. We have people that have not seen those that have been using it for a while, and they say, "What are you doing to your skin?" Well, we just introduced this, and it's called Recelerex. It comes from the Swiss apple. And so we have a product here that the Swiss apple stem cell. Every time that we use this, an individual can almost immediately feel and see the difference. And we have people that have never seen us, but we have talked to them about the products. They have purchased it and loved it, Renee. So you can see as Cindy applies that, how that product feels. Swiss apple stem cell. We've all heard a lot about what stem cells will do, but we're using the Swiss apple stem cell. And so we are very, very excited about that, and I'll speak later with you how to incorporate that into your routine.
I did only half her hand so that you can see the moisture already that's been applied.
Cindy made mention that she only did half of Renee's right hand so that Renee could see the difference and feel the difference after doing the microdermabrasion and using the stem cell on that, the Recellerex on that. And so we are delighted, very delighted to have that product in our line. We also have other products that are moisturizers. We have the No-Tox, which is our answer to Botox naturally. This is formulated and you use a very small amount, and this is great for the area around the eyes where you have, I call it the smile lines, and so we put that there or any other place that you might have on your face that you would like to concentrate on. And so this product works very well. We've had a lot of success with people. And let me ask you a question, Renee. You don't have to speak, but you can acknowledge. If a person can show another person 5, 10, 15, 20 years difference, I know they'd love to, don't you? And we can see that immediately when we put that on. And that is one of the beautiful things about these products. We don't have to wait to use them for months. We can see them with one application. And so we're excited about what it's doing. And just look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, Renee. Can you already see a difference in that side of your face? We also have our silk serum. That is another concentrated product. Anytime that you hear serum, you know that it's really concentrated. And so that is another one of our moisturizing products that we can use in those delicate areas around our eyes. Some of the products are formulated directly for that, and that is one of the ones that is formulated for that reason. So Cindy is applying that on her hand also. Every person we've ever applied that on, it feels like silk. Your skin just feels like silk. And so I think it's aptly named Silk Serum. And you apply that on an individual's hand, and you've got a sale. Just like you can apply the No-Tox, and you've got a sale. Because everyone can see and feel the difference with those products. We do have another moisturizing product called our Skin-Tensive. Our Skin-Tensive is a night product that can be used, all these products can be used in conjunction with each other. It's not like that you have to use just one product. You can use the other products along with this product, although it says it's a night product. So for those of us that really, really would like to see the difference, we can use this product in conjunction with the other products in the evening. After we have finished with our lift, we will go into our evening routine. What we have done with Renee today is Renee has experienced our firming lift, and this is our firming lift here. As you can see, an individual can purchase this and have the products that we have used on Renee today. As you can see, it's boxed. It has the instructions on how to apply, just as Cindy has shared with Renee. So we have those available for individuals after they, Renee, have experienced the lift and see what the lift will do. And so are you feeling that you still have moisture, or has it set, or you want to feel it, Cindy, and see?
It's pretty dry. And if you notice these areas, is that...
Cindy, point those out if you will. In this area, Cindy made mention the products will tell you if you notice the different things that is going on. And Cindy is pointing out the area where she has had some breakdown in her elastin and collagen. And you see how in that area there it's sort of like a pucker. Now, using the product continuously, it will end up, when you have gotten your face back, just as smooth as glass. After using it for a long period of time, it will put back into your skin those things that your skin has lost. Now, Cindy, please point out in her forehead. That is awesome. Look at that, Renee. Look at the eyebrow, Renee. You see what the product has done with one application? So now that the product has set, we're going to allow Renee and Cindy to go and take the product off. And we take it off with a warm, wet washcloth. And as soon as you pat the warm water on the face, it will come back to the consistency that it was put on and will be easy to take off. Now that we have finished our firming lift routine, we have cleansed, we have stimulated, we've applied the lift, and we have removed the lift. Now we're going to hydrate the face. Now that her skin has been cleansed, toned, stimulated, it's time to hydrate. We're going to apply mink oil, which is the nearest known oil to our own body oils. Now Cindy is dotting this on her face and the back of her hand, and she is going to massage this in gently using the same technique that she used when she cleansed and did her lift conditioner, up and away. And so the mink oil adds oil to the dry skin and helps decrease the oil production for those with oily skin. But if you have a dry skin, it is wonderful to hydrate that skin. It also gives the skin a rich, velvety feel, which makes it an excellent component to a great skincare routine. So the mink oil will quickly disappear as it rapidly absorbs into the skin, as you can see here. Now, we're going to apply a small amount of our newest product, the Recelerex. It is a wonderful product that is also a great moisturizer that actually will help to rebuild. And that's what we're looking for, is to rebuild. And so we're going to dot that in the same way that we did our mink oil and our lift conditioner. And then we're going to massage that over the area, as Renee is doing now. After we have finished our routine here, we still continue with our other moisturizers that have such great ingredients to help rebuild along with this. We will apply a small amount of our Firming Lift conditioner now. Again, and all these moisturizers that we're putting back onto the skin not only moisturizes, but it helps to add back those things that maybe our skin has lost through the years or through sun damage. And so we're going to apply this at this point. We could, if we chose to, use some of the other products like the serum and the no-tox. But for our demonstration today, we're going to go ahead now that she has done that, and we're going to apply our Hydrate Moisture Balancer. Our Hydrate Moisture Balancer is the product that protects from the harmful elements of the environment. It also is important in maintaining beautiful skin. The Moisture Balancer, after the lift conditioner, to hydrate and protect your skin all day long, has nature's moisturizing factor. We call it NMF, which is found in our Hydrate Moisture Balancer. Continually helps the moisture from areas to hydrate the skin throughout the day. The Moisture Balancer also creates a barrier to harmful elements and impurities in the environment while still allowing your skin to breathe. So now that we have that there as a barrier between the moisture in the skin and our foundation that we're going to use now, we will come into our foundation that we're going to use. This foundation also is a unique formulation, and we have 4 different colors. We also have it in the compact. We have it in the liquid, as Cindy is going to use here today with Renee. Our liquid is a little finer, sheerer product than our compacts. So to begin by applying a small amount of it to the area, and we can use that. We do the ring and middle finger, and we dot on the spots. We do the same application as we did with our other products. It is a water-based foundation that also contains mink oil. This combination offers excellent coverage with a very light, natural feel. You will feel as though you're wearing nothing at all, although it covers beautifully. Our foundations provide great coverage that will last all day long and even into the evening. And you can choose your color from the 4 colors that we have. We also have another product that we call our Cool Cover that can be used in the eye area, or if you have some place that you need extra special care, you can use the Cool Cover. But we chose for Renee today this coverage. See what a beautiful coverage it gives Renee? Now we have the last of our skincare routine is our powder. Our powder is a product that is very, very fine. It is a product that once you put it on, it doesn't give you that powdery look. It just blends and helps to prepare the face. It comes from what we call protein silk. It is a translucent powder and prepares the face now for whatever colors that you might choose to use. We do not have shadows, eyeshadows, pencils, lipsticks, and all those. We end our product line with these products that we have used today. We feel that when the face and the skin has been treated well with all the moisturizers that you can choose any line of color that might be your choice. We would like to point out at this point now, after we have finished our program with Renee, we'd like to point out to you some special points that you might notice. And as we do that, I'd like to start first with the forehead area. Do you see the difference in the forehead area here that Cindy is pointing out where the lift did its work? Can you see the lifting of the eyebrow and the opening of that eye? See how much more open that eye is than the one on her left? Look beside her mouth. Point that out, Cindy. This area here, compared in the cheek area, compared to the one that we did the facial. See the big difference there as it works all the way down. We are so excited with what one application of the product will do. Now just think, if you use that product continuously, what it will do for your skin. Look at the years that we can reverse with the use of the products. Now what I'd like to do is to share with Renee a morning routine and an evening routine. Now the lift can be used morning or evening, whichever time your time allows for you to do that. You can do it in the beginning every day for 2 or 3 days to try to reach the maximum of what the lift will do for you. Or you can do it once a week according to your time limit. After you feel that you have reached the maximum of what the lift will do for you, you can then do it once a week. Or you can do it once every 2 weeks. Because this does not end here today, Renee. You will see the effects of this lift for 2 to 3 weeks from now. A lot of people think when I take it off, that's it. It is not, as you can see, and you will see the evidences of it for that long. Your morning routine may not include the lift, but your morning routine needs to, step 1, cleanse and tone. Step 2, mink, oil of mink. Step 3, the lift conditioner. You could add in there the Recelerax. Works wonderful with those products. Then we do the Hydrate Moisture Balancer. And we do our foundation or color, compact, liquid, or combination of whichever you choose to use. And you might need to use the cover at some point in time. Then we do the translucent face powder. And that ends our program, and then you can use the colors of your choice. In the evening routine, we use our cleanse and tone of your choice, either NDO, oily or dry, whichever you choose. Step 2, we do our mink oil, mink cell oil of mink. Step 3, we can combine the programs now for Hydrate. We can do the Recelerax. We can do the night formula. We can do the mink oil to help bring that in. We can use the lift conditioner or a combination of any of those of your choice. The Skin Intensive is formulated directly for the night therapy, while you're resting and while you're sleeping, your skin is rebuilding. And so you can use any of those. And our accessory products, which is the Skin Intensive and the No Tox, they can be worked into your routine at your choice. We also have the Silk Serum that goes along there also for the delicate eye area. And you can work those into your routine at your choice. We're very excited to have you experience it, and thank you, Cindy, for inviting Renee. And Renee, I'm sure that you have a lot of people that will notice the difference, and I'm sure that you'll have a lot of people that you'll share this product with, and you and Cindy will be a team to help a lot of us ladies. Because if someone tells us that we can look 5, 10, 15, 20 years younger, we'll take them up on it, won't we?
That's right.
And again, thank you so much.